I'm Karen Dubs with FlexibleWarrior.com, and today we're going to talk about a couple poses that you can do after a race day. 3 poses that you can do after a competition or a race. So we're heading into race season here, and a lot of times as athletes we're all about what's next. We cross the finish line and we're already thinking about the next race and how we can get stronger and faster and more competitive and improve our performance. So a lot of times what we need to do is actually allow recovery for a couple days. So I'm going to give you 3 poses that you can practice at home on your own. So what I need for you to do is collect a few things. First of all, put something really comfortable on. In fact, you can put your pajamas on, some sweatpants, something warm, okay? Secondly, if you can get a pillow from your bed, a couple pillows maybe from your couch. I've collected a few things here, and a blanket or 2. So with this blanket, I have it rolled up and actually inside another yoga mat. So I've created kind of my own bolster, which is kind of nice. I'll show you how to use all these things. All right, so first we're going to do what's called seated bound angle pose. So I just want you to bring, and you can have your socks on for this restorative yoga practice too. So keep your feet warm. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and just let your knees fall out to the side. Okay, if you're tight and your knees are up here, don't worry about it. Slide your feet a little further away from you. Give yourself some space. And then just fold forward for a few breaths. So remember, with your yoga practice, we want to breathe in and out through the nose, and you always want to be comfortable and relaxed, especially with these restorative poses. From here, you're going to sit up, and I'm going to turn to the side. So you're going to lie down onto your back, and I'm going to have you use a couple pillows or blankets or whatever you want to use. So when you come down onto your back, you can lay your head down on the pillow if you want, or you can lay your head straight on the floor. Got all these props around me. So lying down onto your back, you're going to bring, this is the same pose you were just in, except in a reclined position, and you're going to stay here a lot longer. For me, I like just these 2 pillows because I have a little bit more range of motion here. But for you, if you're really tight in the inner thighs and groin, you might want 2 pillows or more. Still, bottoms of the feet are together to touch, if you can see that, and knees are out to the side. So you're going to relax back, and just let your hands fall out to the side, your arms relax, your shoulders relax, and just let your body weight fall into the floor. So don't fight this pose, just relax and let the body weight relax with gravity down into the floor. If you can close your eyes, take a couple deep cleansing breath cycles. And as you exhale, again, just really drop. Relax the knees, relax the hips, relax the belly, the inner thighs. It's ideal if you can stay here for at least 1 minute. You don't have to set a timer or anything like that, just approximately. If you're really comfortable and you can stay up in this position for like 5 minutes, go ahead and do that. All right, so we're not going to take the time to do that right now, but I'm mentioning that. So we're going to move on to the next pose. Okay, so that was reclined bound angle, the first one. Second thing we're going to do is such a great post-race or post-competition pose to do. And this is legs up the wall. So there's a couple different ways of doing this, but the way I'm going to show you today is to take your bolster or your blanket and put it like 5, 6 inches away from the wall. And the tighter your legs are, the further you're going to want the bolster away from the wall. So get it all rolled up, and then you're going to scooch to the edge of it. And it takes a little trial and error and practice on this, okay? So have some patience. You're going to roll your low back down onto the bolster and swing your legs up the wall. And you can kind of scoot yourself around. Now look, it's your sacrum that's on this bolster, okay? Not the lumbar curve of the back. So you should be, again, very comfortable. Now for me, I have a little bit more range of motion. I would ideally be closer to the wall, so I'd scooch my tailbone a little closer, walk myself up, so that my legs are even higher on the wall. But it depends on you. You might need to be further away from the wall. You could be closer. It's as long as it's good and feels good for you, it's right. All right, so again, the hips and the sacrum rest heavy on the bolster. The hands come down by the side. Make sure if you've got a ponytail in like I do, that you take it out so the back of your neck is long and relaxed. And you'd be here for a good 5 minutes, up to 15 minutes. So this is really great because it reverses gravity. If you've got really fatigued legs or fluids that are pulling in the legs, this inverted position is so restorative and so good for the legs. So again, breathing and just allowing the body to be still. From here, a couple variations. You can do that reclined butterfly again with the hands out on the knees. And you can come into full reclined straddle, which I think feels just fabulous. Again, just letting the weight of the legs open the inner thigh and the groin. You'd support here, come back up. But this legs up against the wall pose is first and foremost what you want to stay in for a good 5 to 15 minutes. Got it? Okay. Carefully roll to one side. Hand comes out in front and push yourself up. And then the last one that we're going to do is everyone's favorite. This is Shavasana, or the pose of stillness, or corpse pose. So you're just going to create some clear open space. Make sure you have some quiet space so you can lie here for a while and really let the body restore and be recovered. So you'll just be lying flat down on your back, and you can use then your blanket. Oh, sorry, I meant to. If you have a towel or an eye bag, this is ideal to put this over the eyes too, so you can really block out distraction. The blanket you can cover up if you feel like you're chilly at all in any way, because you're going to stay here for a good, again, 5, 10, 15 minutes if you can. So as you transition, and I hope you're lying down and not just watching me in Shavasana, as you're lying down and letting the body completely be heavy and relax into the floor, it's really nice if you can take a couple breath cycles. Inhale normally, and then exhale, and try to breathe out twice as long on your exhalation, maybe up to 3 times as long. So you're focusing on long, slow, deep out breaths. Let the body become completely still, and really let the body recover. So on a very deep cellular level, as you allow the body to be still, that's when it grows stronger. So yes, you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be doing more competition and bigger and better and greater things. But for now, just take that post-competition, that post-race day to recover. And at that point, the body will be restored in a very deep place, allowing you to grow stronger and be prepared for what's next. So you can take your time in Shavasana, stay there for as long as you need to. Again, 5 to 15 minutes would be ideal. So those are 3 poses that you can do at home on your own after a competition or a race day. All right, so thank you very much. I hope you're taking the time to stretch and recover and allow yourself to be your best on all levels. Thank you for your energy. Namaste.